And you're on item 3, right?
And what?
Item 3, right?
Item 3,
I
yes,
apologize
it
for
is.
that. Go ahead, Mr.
What I wanted to talk about actually is this process and how it applies in the marina, because at a recent meeting, actually Councilman Giarrusso was there, and people talked about in the marina, we don't have local representation on that board. They don't have staggered terms. So when a few years ago, the whole new board came aboard, and it seems to have been people that are more geared towards developing the park. The predecessors seem to be more opposed to, in favor of keeping it a park, and now we're leaning more towards commercial. So right now, I think when we look at things going forward, we ought to look at maybe in some of our committees, you have adding local representation, and that was also my point about televising these meetings, so we could look at that. We also have, they have an opportunity, and I brought here, you saw Jefferson Parish yesterday, was breaking ground on $15 million in grants they got for Bucktown Harbor, and that was matching funds. Our board has always said for the last year, they don't have any expertise to apply for those grants or do anything that would be more environmental or ecological or bike path grants. So I think when you look for board positions, you also ought to look at what expertise is needed in those boards. We have, and I'll wrap this up, we have a Pelican Count.
I had a question for you, Mr. Marcella, and also Mr. Giarrusso. Is that a city board or a state board? Board. I
think it's a city board.
Is it in charter or ordinance?
I think it's by ordinance.
Okay, well, I think Mr. Marcella, Mr. Giarrusso and I will be willing to work with you to amend the ordinance to address the issue you're talking about. Because many of the issues you're talking about, if you believe that there's issues with staggered terms, that can be addressed in statute, as well as making sure certain members have expertise that would lend towards what you're saying, as well as maybe even looking towards whether or not there's some opportunities for grant writing help from the city of New Orleans.
Great, and let me just real quick, 20 seconds more here. Adjoining that area is a pelican colony that comes in, about 300 pelicans from the fall, mostly September to November. And there's one thought is that park was taken away from Park and Recs, Park and Parkways, and put into the marina. It seems like they have the expertise to deal with environmental and park issues. So having a board that can address the better qualities and have the expertise of how to handle wildlife, especially endangered species and other things, which should be part of the requirement of the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marcello. With that, we had a previous motion to adjourn, which was in order. It was approved, so we are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.